going to share my interview experience with Publicis Sapient. It is a service-based company, and so the interview was for 6 year plus Java senior developer role. So initially, after giving the introduction, they will ask you about some of your project thing, something about the project, some architecture. After that, the interview was divided into three parts. Like they started with the core Java, then they asked me about the design patterns, and they asked me to implement the singleton design pattern, write the code changes for the singleton design pattern, and with double locking they wanted. So double locking is important. We should be knowing how double locking is done, because that is what is used inside the industry. Then there was question regarding immutable class. So immutable class, they will be asking you to create an immutable class, and they will have one has a relationship inside the class, and how you will maintain immutability across the class, they will ask you that. So for that you should be aware about deep cloning. So deep cloning is must for creating the immutable class. So these two things is a most common things. Many companies are asking this question these days. About design pattern, they will ask you to write singleton class, and after once you write singleton class, they will ask you to have ensure the double locking, then the immutable class, and inside that you should be knowing about the deep cloning. So in this video we will cover these two questions, wherein I will tell you how to write a singleton class with double locking and how to have a immutable class with deep cloning. Alright, so let's start. Here I will create a class singleton. So let's say in singleton, first of all, singleton will create only one object. So you have to make sure that object creation is stopped from outside. So to stop the object creation from outside, what you will have to do is you will have to create a private constructor. Okay, so doing this, it will restrict the user to create the object of this class using the new keyword. So this is the first step that you do. After that, let's say we have a private static private static volatile variable. So private static volatile with a singleton reference, and we'll call it as instance. Okay, so let's say this is the variable that we have, that we will be using for creating the instance, that this will hold the object of this singleton class. Okay, this instance variable will hold the object of the singleton class. Volatile variable is used here for the visibility problem. So let's say there are two threads, T1 and thread T2. They both are trying to create this object. So once T1 create the object of the singleton class, so at the same time, if T2 tries to access, once the lock is released, and so these things are managed by JVM. So there might be a chance wherein T1 creates the object and T2 is not aware. So to solve this visibility problem, we are using this volatile keyword. So in volatile, what happens? If you apply volatile keyword, this volatile will populate this instance variable creation in, and that will be this memory will be associated to all the threads. So all the threads who are going to access this variable will get the updated value. So everyone will be aware that instance variable is created. Okay, now we have this visibility problem solved. Now we just need to create a static method. That method will return the instance for us. Okay, so let's create a public static singleton get instance method. So what this get instance method will return, it will return a singleton object. Okay, so just return instance. So it will be returning the instance, but to return the instance it will have to first create the instance. So first we will do if instance equal to null, this check we will apply. After this we will have a synchronize block. Okay, in this synchronize block we will create a synchronization on the complete class. So we will say synchronized, and in the block we will give the reference to that class. After that, again once inside the synchronize it is coming, again we will check whether the instance is null or not. So if the instance is null, we will mark it as new singleton. So this is the double locking thing, checking it internally as well. Okay, this is how double locking is done. So now when other thread will come, it will see that instance is not null, so it will not go and create the new reference, and it will directly return the instance to us. So this is the way you have to make him understand. Initially what you can do is you can ignore this check. Okay, so it is you who drives the interview. Okay, so you know this answer, but let the interviewer ask, and then if you will add this thing, so it will create a high, like, nice impression to the interviewer side. Okay, he will think that you understand these things as well, how you can do. So this is how you can tell him this is the way the threads will get the updated value, and this can be a production ready singleton class, so that we are able to maintain the high load as well in this class. So yeah, this is how you write a proper singleton class with the double locking check that can be utilized in a better way. Okay, thank you. See you in next video, and in that video I will teach you how to create a immutable class with a deep cloning thing. Okay, see you.